Hello everyone, so welcome back to my channel where I'm going to be analyzing a very important and critical aspect of the financial market. And that angle of the financial market is very important for you as a beginner or someone who wants stability in your finances. If you're making money, on your 5 to 9 or 5 to 7, whatever hours that you always put in there to work and make money, it's important that whatever profit or whatever money you are making, that money should also be working for you and bring you returns. Don't just go and leave your money in the bank and expect it to do magic. Of course, some persons do fixed deposit, some go into bonds, some go into different investment. But I tell you, the financial market is one of the best and the biggest platform where people make wealth, you build wealth. The rich will always be here. And so that angle of the financial market that can guarantee you stability, where you will not experience anything that is attached to the heartbreak, high blood pressure, anything that gives you worry, this particular angle of the financial market will not give that to you. So first and foremost, my name is Casimir. I'm a digital marketer and a full-time stock investor and trader. And in today's video, I want to break one angle of the financial market that can help you to make millions of money while you are investing. And that angle of the market is what we call ETFs, exchange traded funds. Exchange traded funds. You see that word funds, meaning that they are pool of stocks put into a basket for you to buy. So one particular stock does not determine the movement or completely. So if a particular stock in the ETF basket is not doing well, some other ones will be doing well. And so at the end of the day, you see your portfolio doing amazing. So what you are seeing right here is the fear and greediness, which is the character or behavior that controls investors investing into the market. So what controls the market space? It could be greed and it could also be fear. And in fear, we have the normal fear and the extreme fear. We also have greed and extreme greed. But where we are right now, you can see the point is 30, which is showing us fear, normal fear. It has not gotten to the extreme greed. But if you check cryptocurrency, it will definitely show you extreme greed. Cryptocurrency has been down from the height of it, from the highs of it. It has been down. So those of you who are trading cryptocurrency, you may be making money on the put, not on the call. When you put means when you sell, you can predict selling, and then you make money if the coin or the crypto goes down according to your predictions. But for those who are actually doing put, that is buying, you may be at risk. But we are not dwelling on cryptocurrency. However, it is one of those things that drives the market. So on the ETF, I'm going to be listing out some amazing ETF that you can buy that will definitely give you a high upside and give you, stability and, confidence without any heart attack. So one of those ETF is what we call the Global X Data Center and Digital Infrastructure. Data Center and Digital Infrastructure. When you mention AI, what drives AI is data center. There can't be any AI without a data center, because AI is all about that artificial intelligence. And what helps artificial intelligence to work are what we call data centers. And so where data converge, that is where artificial intelligence can do its calculation, its manipulations, and give forecast and then give results. So there must be establishment of data centers. It's just obvious that in Africa you don't have much of data center, but some countries have actually started building some data centers. And so what we are doing today is going into ETF that focuses on data center and data infrastructure. Data infrastructure has to do with building the either the building or the factories that controls either the semiconductor or that of the data itself, and many other. There are a lot of it. The cooling system is also there. You have the power supply is also there, because you need power. What controls data is power. There must be power supply. So these, when we talk about data infrastructure, it has to do with the cooling system. It has to do with the data, the power grid, that is the power supply. You also talk about the cooling and many other, even the packaging of this AI or data output. So it must be a complete package. And so if you want to go ahead and buy each of these common stocks, or what we call individual stocks, it comes with a lot of high risk, especially for a beginner. It comes with risk, and not every investor have that grit to be able to control some form of risk. However, what helps you is buy into ETF, that is exchange traded funds, because it is where no particular company controls the growth or the downfall of a stock. You may have up to 20 stocks in a basket. If one is not performing, 19 may be performing, 15 may be performing, 5 may just be slowing down and all that. But at the end of the day, you notice that your investment in that ETF is still stable, slow, and steady. Of course, ETFs, they don't grow as fast as common stock, because common stock are single stocks, standalone stocks, compared with that of ETF. So I want to dive in. Let's just understand what this DTCR is all about. Of course, there are many of my followers on this channel who are not Nigerians. You may be US, UK, Ghana, many other countries, Europe, and many other places that you follow me. Of course, you'll be able to trade or invest in any of these ETFs. I'm going to be mentioning two particular ETFs that can help you to grow your wealth. So just make sure you stay to the ending, because at the end I'm going to be listing out even more that you can put into your radar. So first and foremost, this particular stock. But while I'm going there, don't forget to help this video to get at least a 50 likes. You can also share, and if today is just the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, do well to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that it can also continue to rank on YouTube. It helps me a lot to rank on YouTube. So first and foremost, this DTCR is especially a real estate ETF. And not aware, because this kind of real estate is not the conventional real estate. It's not the normal traditional real estate, because some persons will be thinking, is it a real estate? So this is how it is. One is that for data centers, for you to build a data center, you must acquire land. You must also do some level of infrastructural development, that is building that is erecting the building, the engineering work. A lot of things goes into building of data centers, and while you are doing that, you also need power grid, the power supply into that particular place. It's just like building making a building and decide to say, okay, this building should be a warehouse. When you hear warehouse, it requires a house. You need power supply, you need securities, you need electricity, you need a lot of things into it. That is the same kind of real estate that we're talking about here. So first, it talks about owning apartments, offices, shopping malls, or hotels, and all that. Of course, the digital real estate, this is what it is. The physical infrastructure that powers AI. That is what DTCR is all about. A physical infrastructure that only focuses on powering artificial intelligence. It has to do with the cloud computing and then the internet space around it. So this is how it is. However, it also tracks the index of those data center, that is real estate investment funds. So that is one of the things that you must put into consideration. Again, when we talk about the data center ETF, real estate, you have the Equinix, you have the digital realty. These are real estate. So this particular ETF have investment in both Next, DTX, Kipel, and all that. Then in communication, because you need these connections from the communication infrastructure, American Tower, Crown Castle, SBA Communication, and then the AI infrastructure company itself, where you see Micron Technologies, you see the SK Hynix, you have the Marvell, you have the Applied Digital, that is the APLD, you have the Intel. You see, so this is accumulation of these infrastructures, these assets, these equities that make up this ETF. So it's not just one. For those who are trying to buy Micron, if you go or SK Hynix, SK Hynix is a Korean company. Yes, it's a Korean company. If you come here now, SK Hynix is over a million. Yes, you can see the price. You see, I was just checking. I was just going through the company since inception in 2000 and in year 2000, because this is when they listed their, because it's a very old company, it's a very big company. So they came into the market. The IPO was in year 2000. Yes, in year 2000. And when they listed this stock, and the price was $494,000. And so it continued to grow, while in 2003 it dropped down to $2,000, $2,600, and then it moved on. So this is how it has been, the trajectory. In 2010 it was trading around $17,000, and then while in 2016 it was trading $33,000, even the drop and all that. You can see 17, it was 17 in 2019. You can see how this stock has been performing over time. In 2021 it was trading at $2,200 per one share. It's a very big company, and so not everybody will have the privilege to go and buy SK Hynix. And also because of the region, it doesn't give access to every region to buy it. You understand? If you are in Africa, you cannot buy this Hynix. There are places, because it's still an Asian investment portfolio for those who can buy it. But through the ETF, you'll be able to have access to it. So how much is this particular stock right now? The market is still on, because this time is 7 p.m. You can see this stock is $2,650,000. 2 million. Imagine just one unit of it. So how many of you can buy this stock? How many of us can buy it? For me, I cannot buy it. Even if I have such money, I will be scared. I'm going to lose or something, So it's not always wise to carry all your funds to say, okay, you want to buy such a stock. You see, in last year, 1 year ago, this stock was trading $2.9 million. And of course, it has dropped down to where you can see it right now. So we continue to check. So this is one of those stocks that you see in that portfolio. Yes, that is one of the stocks that you see in that particular portfolio. So for me, I want to just share with us on how we can add this to our radar. I was analyzing these stocks, you can see. So I'll go ahead and check the holdings. How many of these stocks, how many of these amazing stocks are in this ETF? So I will come down there. So I was explaining the stock that you can see. You see Micron. The same thing for those who want to buy Micron Technologies. Micron currently is already trading above $1,000. Yes, it's trading above $1,000. So I will check what Micron is trading today, so that you can also see if you can buy Micron as a stock. Let me see MU. So just make sure you pay attention to this video to the end, because it's one of those things that can help you. You don't just dampen to investing without gaining knowledge into what you are trying to do, so that you don't make mistakes. Because It's always very painful, even to me, that the hard-earned money you have made, you just put it in an investment, and at the end of the day, you don't see any returns coming out from it. So what I do is to make sure I apply due diligence, do my research, make sure I'm taking the best steps and the right education to make sure my investors, they are getting the best. So this is Micron Technologies trading currently at $1,146.56. And so not everybody, especially those who are in Africa, will be able to buy this. Not everybody can buy it, and this is what it is. And on the average, this stock is on the intrinsic value, which is $1,260 dollars, and so on the high is $2,000. So many of you are already skeptical of entering into the market, but this stock is already trading below the intrinsic value, and so it is one of those stocks that are listed into this particular ETF. So you see Marvel Technologies. Marvel is an amazing company as well. APLD has been one of my darling in the market today. It has done me more than 700% since last year, because last year I bought this particular stock when it was $3. Yes, when it was $3, and I bought it, and today it is over 40, almost $40 today. Yes, APLD. So APLD. So if you check APLD as well, these are stocks that are found in that portfolio, in that ETF. See, it is $37.74. So if you go back to 1 year ago, how much was this particular stock 1 year ago? You can see it traded around $8 last year. Yes, traded around $9 last year. This is July 11th of July 2025. This is what it was trading. And then if you go back down to March, it traded $3, but today it has 1 year after, it has done 274%. These are things that you see in this part of in this kind of portfolio. The same thing with Intel. Last year Intel was trading around $17, even down to $18 and so, but now it has moved up. It has continued to move up, and so it didn't just end there. I'm taking my time to analyze for you this particular ETF. If in case you decide to buy this particular one, you know that you are safe. You have large companies that are found into this portfolio. So moving on, let me check the holdings. So these are the holdings in this particular ETF. You have the Equinix. Equinix is a real estate company. Yes, in United States. You can see the flag is in United States. Equinix is holding over 297,000 units of this particular ETF. The same thing with Digital Realty Trust. Digital Realty Trust is also a real estate company in United States, holding over 1 million shares. You have the American Tower Corp. So many of you can just go to Google and check it. You have Crown Castle. You have SK Hynix. SK Hynix, you can see this stock. Now, I want everyone to pay attention. This is that, South Korean stock that is currently 2.something million shares, 2.something million naira. This is the price, 2.6 million per one unit. And this company, this ETF is holding over 79,000 units. Of course, they didn't buy it at this price. They would have bought it at a far cheaper rate. If we dig deep, I'll be able to find out how much they bought this particular shares from the private market. I have my private market space. Yeah, this is my private marketplace where I buy shares for investors. Those investors that want to buy before the IPOs. Yes, I help them to buy shares from the private market because I have my license. That is that. You have Micron Technologies, Micron Incorporated, Marvel Technologies. You see, these are the stocks. This particular stock is also there. Intel is there. APLD is also there. So it's showing us the unit, how many units of stock is this particular ETF holding on these stocks. Like APL is having over 2 million units. You have the next DC over 12 million and so. So these are what you check before you buy an ETF. First, find out what companies are in this particular ETF, what region that is their location, the equity, that is the sector, which sectors are they. One is real estate, two is technology, and then communication services. He did not even choose anything like defense. Defense stocks are stocks that we use every day, like food, restaurants, transportation, all those are categorized as defense because those are stocks that humans can always use it. They need it at all time. But real estate, without real estate, you can live your life. You understand? But without food, you cannot live your life. Without water, without transportation, you cannot live your life. You get it now? So these are the things. And then the regional allocation, you have North America, Asia, Australia, Europe, developed. So these are areas that you look at whenever you want to buy any ETF. So I hope this is giving you a confidence to decide if you must invest into such ETF. And again, what is the price of this stock? What is the price of this ETF? Just $30.52. And don't forget, this ETF is just new in the market. It's less than 1 year. Yes, just less than 1 year that it was listed into the market. It's not still old, so it's very fresh. But again, I will also want to let my investors or my followers know that when you are investing into an ETF, the growth space is not always fast. It is a stock that is done slow and steady. Yes, it's a slow and steady income generated platform. However, it comes with low risk compared to common stocks, compared to individual stocks. So I hope you understand that. So once again, please do well to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share it. Yes, you can share it. So that a lot of persons can always check and see what they can do. So another stock that I have for you on this platform is I have the DRAM. Yes, because a lot of persons have been thinking of how to go into some amazing active stocks that are trading in the market, how they will go into them and be able to buy. Many of these stocks have actually gone haywire. So many of them have gone up. You may not be able to buy them individually. You may not be able to buy them individually, like Micron, you have the SK Hynix, you have the Samsung, yes, Electronics, you also have the Casimir Holdings and SanDisk. Yes, SanDisk is currently trading $2,000. You can see it. Look at the price. The price of SanDisk is $2,200. You have the Micron is $1,145. This is Casimir Holdings is trading at $89,000 per 1 unit. And then Samsung Electronics Co Limited is trading at $334,000. You see, so it's not an easy place where you just decide to say, okay, you want to buy individual stocks. However, all these stocks are all memory storage stocks, because AI cannot be effective if there are no memory storage. Because memory, AI is a thinkable technology, and so there must be accumulation of data. And when you accumulate data, how do you save those data? How does those data process and give result? It must be stored. It must be stored in a storage. So these are companies that are in control of the data centers. I mean, the storage industry. And of course, for those who have been following me, you understand how these things are played. The sector is purely in tech. And for those who have been contacting me and be asking Coach Casimir, you want to invest into technology. Which of the technological sector should you invest into? This is one of them. This is one of them. Tech is in control, and in the next 50 years, the tech industry will continue to control. Far back, year 2000, late 1990s, you see, the tech industry have actually come to play, and it has been doing amazingly well. A new innovations, and then, of course, with a lot of involvement in the tech industry. And this is what you can think of. So, for any of you who are thinking about data center, think storage, and that is why SanDisk, Western Digital, even Seagate, the same thing with Micron Technologies, the same with Samsung Technologies, the same with SK Hynix. All these are big industries, are big companies that are providing data storage. They provide data storage and all that. A lot of people in Africa, you use SanDisk memory chip, for you, a lot of flash drive and all that. You think it's just only the flash drive. It's beyond that. These are companies that invest into data storage, and they have been rendering that services to data centers, companies who are into data center, because you need them. If you don't get these ones, there's no way you're going to succeed in building any of the data centers. And these are the two stocks that I have for you. If you can't buy that of if you can't buy so yes, if you cannot buy DTCR, you should be able to buy that of the DRAM. Yes, that of the DRAM. You can buy any of them. And don't forget, most of these ETF give access to fractional shares, especially those who do not have a large sum of money to invest. You could start at any amount that you have. Yes, you like this DRAM, you could even buy with $20. You can invest in DRAM. $20 you can put in DRAM, because on the platform that I teach, if you come to Trove, you can just let's say DRAM. Yes, this is DRAM Rand Hill Memory ETF. So you can see, if I want to buy this particular stock, I can just go ahead and say, okay, maybe I have $20 there, and say, okay, I want to put $20. Automatically it will give me the fraction, the number of shares in fraction that I want to buy. Do you understand that? So if I click continue, it will of course give me the access to hit the buy button. But I'm not buying it in this particular account. Waiting, I think my network is slow because I needed it to just give me that fractional shares and the access to be able to, if I want to buy it. Yes, so let me see, this is how you go about it in case you want to buy. Let me refresh this page. So I think the network is a little bit not friendly, so let me say DRAM. Yes, so this is DRAM. I want to try and see if I can buy a fractional shares of this DRAM. So I will say continue. So in case you too, you want to do the same, you want to buy it, this is how you do that to buy it. Why this is delaying me, let me come to this particular account and see if I can just strike the button from there. So the essence of what I'm showing you is that with any amount that you have, there is no limit to building wealth over time. If you have a $50, you can do, you have $1,000, $10,000, so you have 1 million, 2 million, you have 10 million, you can invest. There is no restriction. Any amount that you have, you can start building wealth with it. You see, um, okay, on this account, I only have $12. So let me say I want to put $10. Let's say I want to put $10. Good. You can see if I say buy asset, automatically it will trigger the same thing over here when I'm trying to buy it. So if I say, I think I have $24, I can say let me put 20, and then I'll say strike the continue, and I'm waiting for it to just hit. But if you cannot hit from this particular account, I can also achieve it through this particular account. So maybe network is delaying me there. So if I click buy now, it will automatically trigger, and that is how you can buy any of these shares for you to build wealth over time. So once again, I want to appreciate you for watching this video. So please, if this video has been so useful and you really love what you watch right now, do well to hit the notification bell, like and share on this video. You can also check my channel and you see more other valuable videos that you can watch, and it will help you to build wealth. Don't forget, the essence of this is ETF. Buy ETF and then reduce risk of losing money in the financial market.